Okay guys, so we have a very interesting question for you. Just have a look at these logos and you need to identify to which companies these logos belong to. Come on guys, you can do that. These are some easy ones. Exactly. You see, you automatically know to which companies these logos belong to, and undoubtedly these companies are very famous. But do you know guys, on the other side, there are certain brands that are operating under a company that becomes so famous that they actually become synonymous to the actual product name itself. Take for example Xerox. Now Xerox is actually a brand name, but people use synonymously with the word photocopy. I mean, whenever you go to a stationery shop and you want to do a photocopy, we always say, "Bhaiya, iska Xerox kar do." Another such example can be Band-Aid. Now, Band-Aid is actually a brand name under Johnson & Johnson, but people use it synonymously with bandage. So whenever we go to a pharma shop, we always say, "Bhaiya, ek Band-Aid de do." So the underlying motive being that such brand becomes so powerful that people start using it synonymously with the actual product itself. And just think of the growth, the strong financials these strong brands can actually lead to for the company under which they operate. So that's why guys, in this particular video, we'll talk about two such iconic Indian brands that have become part of each and everyday life. And we'll talk about how these strong brands originated, what was the journey of these brands, and in the end, we'll talk about how such strong brands have actually drive the financials of the company under which they are operating. So the first iconic brand that we'll discuss is Fevicol, and the company under which this brand operates is Pidilite Industries. Now the story of Fevicol dates back to year 1924 in a small town of Gujarat where Mr. Balwant Parekh was born. Now although the family of Mr. Balwant Parekh comprises of the legal advocates, and that's why he was also required to complete his degree in law, however, law never fascinated him. And that's why he never practiced law, but of course due to poor financial condition, he decided to work as a peon in wood trader's office. Now it was during that point of time that the owner of wood trader's office recognized that Mr. Balwant Parekh has a very smart sense of business, and that's why he decided to help him financially. Now initially Mr. Balwant Parekh started with small businesses of importing cycles, areca nuts and paper dyes before he actually went on to the adhesives market. Now adhesives are basically the solution that are used to stick to products, for example glue. Now why he decided to target the adhesives market? Mainly because of three reasons. Number one being that adhesives market was mainly dominated by the animal fat glue. Now animal fat was a major problem for the carpenters to use because of various reasons. Because animal fat was very inconsistent to use, the carpenters need to boil this animal fat glue before actually using it, and also it had a very foul smell. Also, the adhesives market was very unorganized, it was dominated by various small players, and it actually lacked a branded product that can be used on a mass level. And that's when Mr. Balwant Parekh decided to launch his own glue under the brand name Fevicol. Now, how Fevicol was different from the animal fat glue? It was so because Fevicol was made from a non-animal synthetic resin, and that's why it was easy to use. The carpenters did not use to boil the Fevicol before actually using it, and it was very consistent and did not had a foul smell. But now the real question arises that why Fevicol became so famous among various Indian brands. So the very first reason being that while other smaller adhesives player focused on marketing their product at the point of sale, Mr. Balwant Parekh decided to market Fevicol at the point of consumption. Now what exactly is the point of consumption? Basically the carpenters themselves. So Mr. Balwant Parekh decided to market Fevicol directly to the carpenters rather than focusing on the various hardware shops and other stores. And of course the carpenters just loved the product because of the various advantages it had over animal fat glue. In fact, the relationship between the carpenters and the Fevicol became so strong that they together established a Fevicol Champions Club.
फेविकॉल चैंपियंस क्लब, समाज सेवा और विकास का अनोखा संगम.
And just to give you an idea how big the club is, it has 380 smaller clubs operating under this main club, and it has over 40,000 plus members in this club. But this was not enough for Mr. Balwant Parekh, as he always aspired to capture the retail market of India also. And here comes the second reason for the massive growth of Fevicol brand. To target the retail market of India, Fevicol decided to come up with those funny, those humorous, those witty Fevicol ads that ultimately leave an impact, that leave a psychological impact on the mindset of Indian consumers.
फेविकॉल मरीन, वही मजबूत जोड़, पानी में भी.
And just to target the retail market, they decided to come up with a small tube to ultimately cater to the retail consumer needs. And this was a game-changing movement for Fevicol. Because this thing even Mr. Balwant Parekh didn't recognize, but Fevicol became a very famous product among the school students, among the artisans and among various craftsmen. Basically, Fevicol started serving to the needs of stationery market of our country. And all such factors just led to the next level growth for the Pidilite industry. And just to ride this growth, the company also came up with various other products like Fevikwik, Fevistick, Dr. Fixit, Hobby Ideas and Eraldite. So guys, I think it's the right time to analyze the impact of such strong brands on the financials of Pidilite Industries. If we look at their P&L statement, you can clearly see the consistency in the revenue growth. However, the interesting point to note is that if you look below, you will observe that they have managed to double their net profit every 5 years, which means the EPS has also doubled every 5 years. Now, because of such high margins and growth, the operating cash flow of the company is also increasing in a stable manner. Such high operating cash flows mainly leads to two major advantages for the company. Number one being that such kind of cash reserve can help the company through extremely tough times like pandemic. The second reason being that because of such high cash reserves, the company is able to fund its various growth plans like recent acquisition of Eraldite business and other spending on the R&D facilities. All such strong financials have resulted in a high ROC of 29.4% and ROE of 22.5%. And of course, our favorite metric, the debt to equity ratio is just 0.06x. Although guys, this was just an overview of the financial statements, but if you are really interested to deep dive into analysis of financial statements and want to learn more about financial statements and various financial ratios, you can check out our exclusive course on LearnApp taught by Shashwati Chatterjee ma'am on analysis of financial statements and financial ratios. So guys, this was all about our very famous iconic brand Fevicol. Let's move on to our second famous iconic brand, that is Parachute Oil. Now, Parachute Oil is a brand that operates under a main company name Marico Limited. Now, the story of Parachute Oil starts with a fine gentleman named Mr. Harsh Mariwala who belonged from a family traditional business. After completing his graduation at the age of 20, he decided to join his family-run business. The family-run business mainly comprises of the chemical business, the commodity business like spices and the edible oils. Now, Mr. Harsh Mariwala was very keen observer as well as very keen learner. He always used to visit a lot of factories as well as markets just to get an insight on consumers. And it was during this point of time that he realized that there was huge potential in the oil market, mainly because of two reasons. The oil was sold in a loose packaging, and second reason being that there was lack of branded players in the oil market. And that's when he came up with an idea of Parachute Hair Oil. But initially the product did not do very well because the product was sold in a 15-liter tin carton only to selective set of consumers. Now, of course, the obvious question arises that why weren't the plastic containers were used to store oil? Well, during that time, plastic bottles were avoided for products like oil because of fear of rats. Exactly, you heard it right, because of rats. The shopkeepers and the distributors feared that rats would chew on the bottle and all the product would go waste. And that's why the only solution to sell the oil were the 15-liter tin containers. And this was totally a game-changing moment for Parachute Oil, as Mr. Mariwala came up with an idea to create the iconic rounded smooth bottle to store Parachute Oil. This round and smooth bottle ensured that rats could not get a grip on the bottle and therefore not be able to damage it. And the second reason being that the plastic used to store Parachute Oil was such a high quality that not even a smaller player can copy that idea. And it became very famous, be it among the consumers, the shopkeepers or the end distributors.
मिस भी किया तो क्या नारियल तेल? कोई भी नारियल तेल नहीं, सिर्फ पैराशूट। जरूरी पोषण। पैराशूट जरूरी है, मैं नहीं। अरे तुम तो मेरी जिंदगी का पैराशूट हो।
नारियल, विटामिन और पोषण से भरा पैराशूट।
And why it became so famous and widely accepted among the consumers? Mainly because of two reasons. Number one being the product was branded. And number two being the product could be sold in affordable quantities at much affordable prices. As of today, Marico is a very famous and very prominent FMCG company, not only operating in India, but various other South Asian subcontinents. And you know what's another unique thing about Marico is that whatever business segment it enters into, its product are either the market leaders or occupies a second position in that particular market. Take for example coconut oil. It has a market share of 62%. Super premium refined edible oil, they have a market share of 76%. Hair creams, gels, they have a major market share of 60%. Such strong brands have ultimately led to the strong financials of the company. If we look at the P&L statement, clearly the company's revenue and net profits is growing strong. But take a look at the year March 2020. You can see how even during the pandemic, the sales weren't that affected. This shows just how resilient the brands of the company are. And the cherry on the cake is that the company has been maintaining a healthy dividend payout ratio, which means that the shareholders are not only experiencing a strong capital gains on their investment, they are also getting a good dividend. But do you know guys, what's the craziest part is that in spite of increasing dividend, the company is able to fund its acquisition of other businesses. Just to give you an idea, over the last 14 years, the company has completed 13 acquisitions in various categories like Nihar, Hair Code, Black Chick, Code10, X-Men, Setwet, Livon, Beardo Isoplus and whatnot. Also, when we analyze the company from the balance sheet side, the debt to equity ratio is just 0.01x. Also, the company's cash reserves are very, very high. Such strong financials have resulted in just a dreamlike ROCE of 44% and high ROCE of 36.7%. So guys, this was all about two very famous iconic Indian brands that we aim to cover. Also guys, apart from these brands, if you know various other brands that enjoy such a monopoly in Indian market, do let us know in the comment section below. Also guys, do not forget to click the link in the description below to grab your free personal finance course. Keep liking, share and subscribing our channel. See you in the next video.